Sorry about that intro, by the way. I've always wanted to do that, and YouTube sent this to me, and it's super sick. With that horrible intro out of the way, we have a bunch of LEGO Star Wars leaks for 2026. However, I'm just going to be focusing on one of those sets that's supposed to be releasing March 1st. And that is going to be set number 75423. It is another Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. It's going to be priced at $99.99 with 584 pieces. Now, already just looking at the price and the amount of pieces, it seems like another overpriced set, but allegedly this set will contain a smart brick. Now, what in the world is a smart brick, and why would that make an X-Wing $100 with 584 pieces? Well, a smart brick is a new design that LEGO has recently came up with. Apparently they've tested it in a couple sets, which I actually never knew about, and supposedly this will be in the X-Wing set coming out in 2026. Now, what a smart brick does, and I have this X-Wing just for an example here. This was the one that came out in 2021, but I did not mean to shoot that. Just to show you a rough example what a smart brick would do, again, on the 2026 X-Wing, we're not 100% sure the things that it will exactly do. But for example, let's say I put this into attack position and the wings come out. Most likely a smart brick would make like a noise. Like maybe it would say Red 5 checking in, or maybe it would make a engine noise or a cannon noise, something like that. So when you adjust the set or move the set in certain ways, it will make noises essentially. Now, why is this actually a bad thing for LEGO? Well, number one, the first thing that I see with this smart brick being implemented into sets is the price point. $100 for 584 pieces is crazy for an X-Wing. And without even knowing the figs, I honestly think that's a ridiculous price point, and I think that's where LEGO actually priced out the parents in the 2026 X-Wing set. When I was a kid, and I'm very grateful for my parents and everything that they were able to get me as a kid, but if we were in the store and they were able to get me one set, it would be under $50. It would never be a $100 set. Maybe I would get a $100 set on Christmas or my birthday. And again, I'm very grateful. But if I was a parent and I walked in the store and I saw like the Jango Fett Slave 1 that just went on shelves, maybe even the Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack, the U-Wing, or even Jedi Bob's Starfighter, those are all sets that I would rather purchase than a $100 X-Wing. The reason being, I could buy Jango Fett Slave 1 and a Clone Trooper and Battle Droid Battle Pack at full price, and I would be at the same price as that new 2026 X-Wing. And I honestly think that's what parents will do. It's like 4+ sets. You never see them being sold in stores. They're always fully stocked up on them because they are so extremely overpriced. I think the exact same thing will happen if LEGO starts putting smart bricks into all of their sets. Now, reason number two I think a smart brick is a bad idea is because I think it ruins the actual play features of a LEGO set. Part of having LEGO as a kid, and it's not only LEGO Star Wars, it was other series of LEGO as well, is that I could imagine the voices that these characters make. Like, this would be my own special character. This R2-D2 would be my own special character. The X-Wing, I could just imagine the noise that it makes. And that was really the awesome part about LEGOs. I could create these scenes with all my imaginary characters and all the imaginary sounds and all that type of stuff. That was the fun part of having LEGO as a kid. And I honestly feel like if I had a smart brick and I put this into attack position and it made its own engine sound, I feel like that would ruin the imagination and the play features that I loved as a kid. Now, to be totally fair with you, there might be a way to turn off this smart brick, or there might be an option to leave the smart brick out of the actual set. But then again, you're paying the outrageous price to get that smart brick. Now, reason number three I don't think a smart brick would be a great idea is because if it is implemented into this set, let's say it's in the middle of this set, first of all, it's going to make a muffled engine sound. And yeah, LEGO could engineer it to make a really, really nice engine sound. But at the same time, I feel like it makes the set feel cheap. But if I had a smart brick in this set and made this muffled engine sound or startup noises, whatever, I feel like it would be almost like a cheap Walmart set that you would find in some random clearance aisle. I didn't even think about this, but most likely it'll be rechargeable. I mean, in this day and age, it should be rechargeable. But the problem is kids and cables don't really work, so it's going to last as long as it lasts, and then that's it, because most likely a kid's going to lose the cable. And if it is a USB-C cable, I mean, majority of people have a USB-C cable in their house, most kids don't recharge their stuff. I mean, I remember as a kid, I had batteries and I would never put new batteries into my sets, or even when I got into rechargeable stuff, I would never recharge it. Now, that very much could just be me, but that was kind of my experience with batteries and rechargeable things as a kid. Now, at the end of the day, I think LEGO has done their research on smart bricks. Obviously, they implemented it into some sets, and now they feel the need to put it into other series of LEGO and kind of test the waters. I honestly just, again, with all those reasons being, and I'm sure there's more, I just don't think it's a great idea. Now, mainly I've been talking about the kids and the parents as well, but it's also us collectors. Majority of collectors wouldn't want this on the shelf because let's say you put it in a tack position, and I don't know, again, how this works, but let's say it keeps making noises, it's just going to drain itself. And not only that, I don't want to hear that on my shelf. But also, some people have alternative builds. Like we've seen it with the Dark Falcon and so many other sets where you can make a different set out of the set that you purchased. And obviously, I don't think that Smart Brick would work the same as the X-Wing as, let's say, a different alternative build. And I guess that's a point too. As a kid, I mean, majority of my sets were destroyed. Now, I was pretty reckless with my Lego sets, but majority of them were destroyed. So the price you're paying for a Smart Brick for the set to get destroyed over time is, it just doesn't seem worth it to me. And I might be an outlier in this situation, but from what I've been reading online, majority of people would agree that pricing it this high is pricing people out of the set. And again, a Smart Brick to me, for all those reasons I just mentioned, just doesn't really make sense. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on Lego adding Smart Bricks in Lego sets in general. It doesn't have to just be Lego Star Wars. But again, a Smart Brick being put into a set and costing significantly more is a horrible idea in my opinion. Again, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. As always, thank you guys for watching and peace out.